Rakata Yahawah, Rakata Yahawashai, Rakata Yahawah, Rakata Yahawashai, Rakata Yahawah, Rakata Yahawashai, Call HALALYAM La, AHBANAWA, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH, Shalom. I want to give double honors to our apostles, our elders, and great millstone, who rule well, who teach well, sound doctrine. Strong Shalom, to the hopeful elect, and the rest of the large multitude men, women, and children. Let the Lord have mercy on these last days. All right, it's your brother HAQADASH, representing the GMS branch here in Cleveland, to bring out, Lord willing, another edifying lesson. The title of this lesson is The Crunch Act, Then Shall They Know. Okay, the Crunch Act is referring to a specific name or a specific topic. So if you're in the know, and if you're keeping watch as well, all right, because the believers are also keeping watch too. They're watching by watching the prophets and the different signs out there in the different outlets. All right. All right. So, and the hopeful elect, and shalom to the hopeful elect, the house of David, all right, who the Lord will redeem. Okay. So I got a few clips. All right. Shalom to everybody tuning in. I got a few clips. All right. Lord willing, I'm depending on certain clips, I might not play them. I might just commentate for the sake of the video. All right. Now, these last couple of videos been I posted on TikTok. All right. And these couple videos have been coming out within the last 5 to 7 days or so, and we talked about it at camp. All right. But first, I want to start off with precept. All right. Ezekiel. Let me start off with this quick precept, and then we're gonna get into these clips. Ezekiel 12. We're gonna start at 21. All right. It says, "And the word of the Most High, Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, came unto me, saying, Son of man." All right. Read it again. Ezekiel 12 and 21. "And the word of the Most High, Yahawah came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth." Okay, this is the mindset of ones that are in Israel and the ones that are in the world. They thought the vision faileth. Hey, go in there. They thought the vision, and the vision that we're talking about is the vision of the prophecies. Okay, because when you go to St. John 1, matter of fact, let's go there real quick. Because the books of Revelations, Shar, go in the living room. Let's go to Revelations 1. All right. Revelation to peel back, all right, to reveal. Okay, these are the revelations of John the Revelator on the island Patmos. Okay. Now, when you go down to the point, this is St. John 1. And let's start at the top, I guess. The revelation of Yahawashi Mashiach, which the Most High gave unto him, which is a vision, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John, a witness, who bear record of the Most High, who bear record of the word of the Most High, Yahawah, and the testimony of Yahawashi, the Mashiach, and in all things that he saw. So, because the testimony, what is the testimony of Yahawashi? The spirit of prophecy. All right. Let's grab that real quick. Let me go back to that Ezekiel. Revelations 19 and 10. "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou doest not, I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahawashi. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy." So the testimony which the angel held was the spirit of prophecy. Okay, something that was about that pro meaning before, for side meaning to say something that saying something that was going to happen before it actually happened. Who bear so John 1 and 2, who bear record of the word of the Most High and the testimony of YAHAWASHI and of all things that he saw. You see, so we go back to Ezekiel 12:21. It says, "And the word of the Most High YAHWAH came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and every vision filleth?" Right, because it seemed as if these things are not going to happen. We've starting with our apostles been talking about the potato crunch, okay, way before they got on YouTube, as soon as they came into the truth, man. Okay, so it seemed as if the vision failed because it wasn't coming to pass, man. And while at the same time, this tiny technology was on the scene way before our apostles, man. Going back to the 50s and 60s, probably I believe brother said before that. Okay, it wasn't time for that. Okay, hold on deck, and then we're gonna get these videos, man. Because I was just going through the spirit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nothing planned out. The title just came to me before I turned the video on. Habakkuk 2. Let's hold on deck this. All right. And go back to the Ezekiel. It says, Ezekiel 12:23, tell them therefore, thus said YAHAWAH, I will make this proverb to cease. You see? And they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand and the effect of every vision. So the days are at hand and the effect of every vision. The Lord has each appointed vision for us each appointed time. Habakkuk 2. All right, because let me hold on deck. Hold this on deck real quick. This is Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Right? The watchmen are watching. All right, so they can what? Say before. Okay, say what's the danger that's coming in, blowing the trumpet. Okay. And the Lord answered me and said, and the trumpet were blowing, the men of the Lord, we believe that we're those men, Lord willing, that we're blowing the trumpet of prophecy. Okay, and not just any prophecy, the prophecies that matter, man, which we teach the whole road because we eat the whole road. But the point is that you got some camps and different people out there that don't touch on this subject, man. Instead, they want to come after us instead of warning the people. That's how you know they don't care for you, man. See, rebuke is actually love, man. So when and the warning is actually love, man. We're actually spreading love in the earth. You know, the Christians always big on that. This is real love. We're telling you that we have love. This is the love of our Father, man. Okay, we have the love we have for our Father because we're telling you that righteousness is about to approach the earth, but you wanna try to keep that under the bridge. You want to keep that under the shadows, man. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that they may run that read of it. For the vision, right, and it's plain. All right, and that they may do it. Going to that word read if it goes into that they may do it and also understand it. All right. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. All right. See, everything has its time, just like we read in Ezekiel 12. But at the time, but at the end, it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it because it shall surely come. It will not tarry. So again, that's what we just went into in Ezekiel 12. They said the vision is felleth, but the Lord said, the days are at hand in effect of every vision, because why they had an appointed time, man. Okay, last one, and we're gonna get these videos. Isaiah 42:9 says, behold, the former things are coming to pass, and the new things do I declare before they spring forth. I tell you of them, man. So the things that the Lord has sprung forth or about to spring forth into the earth, he have warned us of them, man. He has told us of them. He has had his prophets out, like it says in Luke 1 and starting at 68 on down. the prophets have been here since the prophets have been here since the beginning of time, man, since the foundations of the earth. Okay, they were in the garden with Adam. All right, so the prophets has always been to tell the things that was about to happen. Noah was a prophet. Moses was a prophet. Oh, you see? All right, so let me go to these clips. This is the first one I played. Now, a lot of these videos, like I said, I posted on Tik. All right, but you know, let's start with this one real quick.
The chips that make everything, from cars to household appliances to medical devices, that now are making them more expensive, and when we bring them back, the prices will go down. Very important to our people. The microchip is an American original. We used to lead the world in this technique.
Salakia. So, like, what he just said was, it's a red, white, and blue original. So, again, I did a video lesson on it, and I also mentioned it a couple times after. But back when DJ Trump was president, okay, he had tweeted, because, you know, he was big on Twitter. He had tweeted something along the lines of, because he saw China, because China got this system in place, man. All right, they you know, like the like one of the clips on the show, they I might not play all of it because of some of the things that she say, but she had mentioned a point that these other countries, which they watch us, so they also understand this from us, which we always said, but the other countries are just test, all right, sites, all right, small or large, because China and India are larger test sites because they are the two biggest countries in the world. How would the people react? How can they stabilize the people by moving the way they need to move? Okay, not want to move, the way they need to move. So DJ Trump had tweeted, you know, back when he was the president, probably like his last 1 or 2 years, he had tweeted that China are the leading or is the leading country in technology. Okay, they're the leading country in technology. And he had said that I can't remember exactly no more, but he had said something along those lines, because it was a general, army general, who wrote a book, many books, and he was actually bringing this information to the forefront. All right, and he had mentioned the tweet from DJ Trump, man, and they had pulled it up. All right, and he had tweeted, like, again, like I said, that China is the leading country in new technology. And the red, white, and blue is behind, basically. He said the red, white, and blue need to be in front of them in order. He said the ones, basically, they saying the ones who's actually now the era that everything's moving in, the one who is actually in control of the tech will control the new world, man. You see? They will control the new world, okay? Because that's what's going to be able to allow the world to function as they put it, man.
Technology. And it's time that we lead the way once. We used to lead the world in this technology.
See?
And it's time that we lead the way once again.
See?
We've also made the largest down payment in scientific research in decades. The kind we'd seen after World War II, that unleashed half a century of prosperity. We'll cultivate the tech hubs of tomorrow to spur new innovations.
Slovakia, and a lot of things happened after WW2, man. Okay? You had the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, being formed to defend themselves against Russia, and you had a lot of things that happened after WW2, man. Okay, a lot of things that was going to play a part in prophecy. Okay, and you see that he said they launched this whole thing they stepped on the gas right after that. Okay.
And new discoveries to create countless new jobs right here at home. It's a game changer for so many places in America and for states like mine. Places like Albany and Syracuse and Rochester and Buffalo, where Mr. Aviv is from, you'll hear from him, in Long Island, have long had the workforce, long had the ingenuity, long had the shovel-ready sites. But with the Chips and Science Act, we can finally have the jobs too. And that's true for all of America as well as New York. It's been a remarkable time for the Senate these last 6 weeks.
That's it. And they use that vibration of that 6. All right. All right.
So yeah, people should have an idea probably what to expect. So think like a global elitist. These smaller countries are testing phases, testing the system, working out the kinks, learning how to handle people that are reluctant to enter into it, learning how to handle dissidents before launching it on a global scale. After launching it on a global scale, they can also use these smaller countries as examples to ease the concerns of other people in other countries. Look, it happened here. There's no worries. When they initiate this globally, they will initiate it through methods that people are already familiar with. So probably debit cards. Then once the systems are
right. So what's fascinating about this is that people see this happening and they still are not understanding what this is. This is a major thing that's going to put the world into a new phase. So this wouldn't be a part. You got the image, you got the image, and you have his mark. It's two separate things. Okay, it's two separate things. Okay, even though it's in Columbia all together one, it's two separate things. Just like Yahawah, and the Holy Spirit, collectively they're one. Just like the elect, we are one, but they're different entities, man. Okay, so hold on, I lost my train of thought.
familiar with. So probably debit cards.
Oh yeah, why did I watch Rawchaa? Because like I brought out often, one of the businesses I used to I did a lot of brand promoting, but a lot of I was in business with a lot of companies, Verizon, Spectrum, you name it, man. You know, we get a piece of the percentage of the customers that we acquired for them. Okay, we got a percentage, and it would produce residual income. All right, and then one thing that was launched was the credit card processing machines. Now this is before. This was years ago. This was before and look how fast that moved. Look how fast this moved, because I only been in that. I was business and partners with them from 2013 until about 2018. Okay, it's when I didn't renew my license. Okay, now think about in that time frame from 5 years until now, 2018, 2019, 2021, only 4 years later, probably like 5 to 6. Okay, it was like middle between, it was like 2014, 2015, something like that, was when we had to go into the stores and we had to force these stores. The pitch line would say, hey man, the GOV has issued out this, that, and the third, that the stores are mandated to bring in this new system or this new credit card processing machine. If they don't, their store will be out of compliance. Their store will be shut down. And we had to tell them that, man. So what is the store owners going to do in order to continue to feed their family and continue to survive? They're going to have no choice but to comply. Now, you did have some people what was rebellious that got away with it here and there, that kept the older machines, okay? But that eventually those companies would die out because it was no way they could function their business, because you had a lot of people that had those uh, different tech forms of payment that they didn't have. And now you go into Denny's and Bob Evans and all these different places, they have the tech to pay with your iPhone or your Android, or to even hold your card over the machine. Okay, and that happened within the last 6 years, man. 6 or 7 years, man. Fast. So it's happening fast. So the vision, even though it seems like it's Terry, it's its own time, man. Okay, so back to what I was saying. So they had to comply, and they had to change their machines from the regular credit cards that had no CHIP on it, and they had to transition to the ones that can take the CHIP in order to stay in compliance, man. I witnessed it firsthand, man. I actually was talking to store owners and getting them in the process, man. You know, so I already seen it. So I'm gonna back it up.
that people are already familiar with. So probably debit cards. Then once the systems are initiated and concreted at the foundation of the economic base of every country, this is when they'll come forth and initiate the concept of a chip. It's just going to make the system run more efficiently. It's just going to make life easier. Oh, it's a cool piece of technology. People will be comfortable and used to using the digital currency at that point. A great amount of the population will run to taking a new piece of technology in their body or a chip in their body. They won't think anything of it. That'll create a chain reaction. Some will be reluctant, then eventually they'll take it. They'll end up whittling down the population to the point that those that want to remain dissidents will end up being locked out of the system. So what people should know is they don't want to have to force people into the system. They would much rather have the majority of the population choose to walk into it. They're going to use a lot of trickery and manipulation, just as they did with the jab. So folks should have their eyes wide open to 2030.
Damn, I want to play.
They know they're pushing forth this agenda of Agenda 2030.
Now, back when I was in the world, all right, back in like 2011, 2012, something like that, I remember seeing an article from the UN that actually had that on there, that they want to have everybody, you know, crunched up by the year 2030. Now, I didn't even know what this was going into, but as I came into the truth, I started to slowly understand it. You see? So this is literally their goal, which the scriptures say that he have a short time. So if the goal is 2030, therefore he knows he has to speed it up. So he cuts that in half, man. All right. Because here we are in 2022. Now you also have another document that came out that was released from one of the brothers. They put it out. Okay. It was called the 6 phases or so, something like that. All right. The 6 waves. Okay. Let me see if I could find this real quick. Let me see if China mentions and I think it was China 5th wave. Hold on, let me go back. Okay, let's do it like this. Here you go. It's perfect. So this is an article from Bloomberg. It says the C5th wave shows us how to live with the V. Okay, now all countries are impacted equally by the whatever. That tells us a lot about what works and what doesn't. Exactly, it's all test. All right. Now, this came out March 22nd, 2022. It's proving my point. I'm backing my point up. Okay. Now, this is the most important part in this whole article right here. This 5th wave. Now, the document that the brother brought out was going into a 6th wave. And by the 5th wave, they wanted to have everybody JAB and all that, and they wanted to have this going, this whole shebang, and what you see with this swimming, right? Now, what the document said was in the 6th wave, they wanted to have the crunch implemented. They wanted to have the crunch implemented. All right. Now, that's very important because a brother just did a lesson. All right. They wanted to have the crunch implemented by December. Remember, I said that, and I've said this in previous videos. All right. Slovakia. So you got the Amazon Palm reader, right? And I'll just Somebody can bear with me. I just was watching it. Bear with me. Oh, this on deck. Damn, wow. Anyways, let me see if I can find it because he in the brother's video, he mentioned that. He said they want to have it done by, they want to have it implemented by December 13th, man. Okay? So it backs my point up and the brother's point of the document that he had. All right. About going into the December thing, man. Okay. Hold on, bear with me, man. Yeah, dealing with the executive order 14067. All right, enables the crunch system infrastructure to shift from cash. That's what that does right there, man. You know? Like the brother said in the video, we know Rev 13. We don't by heart, we don't even have to go to it, man. You in the know, you know, man. Okay? This is
BAHASHAM or HAQADASH. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone who were well.
I should have grabbed the timestamp, but
of this year, and March 9th of this year, and
oh look, I don't even have to look on the screen. I don't even have to. It's right there, on the screen, right there. What does it say? It says Sleepy Smo planning to protect us from cash beginning December 13. There you go. Just wanted to use that to back up the point. You see, going with the document that I saw the brother pull out that I cannot find nowhere to back that claim up, man. And that came out August the 11th, as you can see. All right, so that's that. All right, just to bring that up, man. And then go here.
How have the central bankers, this is my last slide because my 12 minutes is just up, have reacted to the truth coming out? They admit that they've been telling porkies, and now they propose to increase their power. So central bankers belatedly admit, oh, now that you've mentioned it, yes, banks create the money supply. So let's abolish that now. And also, by the way, let's abolish cash. So what should we do? Well, introduce digital cyber currency that central banks issue and control, and thereby gain total control over all economic transactions, decisions, and the whole lot you've just heard from the CEO of the GDI. So the greatest concentration of central banking power in history is really the bid they're aiming at. That's the central bank's goal. And of course, digital accounts of dissenters and regime critics could be switched off. It'd be very difficult to even purchase necessities.
You already said, let me take it back.
And regime critics could be switched off. It'd be very difficult to even purchase necessities. So
because of all, both small and great, rich and poor. All right.
So this is an Orwellian dystopia of total control, the end of any freedoms. That's really what central banks are aiming at. Several central banks have, like the Bank of England, already prepared their microchip implant, RFID chip, to be implanted under your skin. And why is the sudden discussion about universal basic income from all the grassroots and inverted commas movements and billionaires? Oh, Universal basic income is the bribe for you to accept the microchip. The overarching trend of the 20th century is concentration of power in the hands of the few. That's what we have to keep in mind. We have to work against this. We don't want to have these unaccountable central planners making decisions. We need decentralization. And the solution, therefore, is to maintain public money in the hands of local community banks, decentralize decision-making, give local people the power in the form of local public banks and local not-for-profit community banks. As I walked in, I was delighted to see that
so again, like I meant to do a lesson on this video, but it's the spirit that it came out on this one. I wanted to talk on this on Sunday a couple of days ago, but here it is. All right, you know, and then you have the other ones, like the ones I posted on the channel. All right, dealing with so you can go and check those out, man. Dealing with at the end it shall speak. All right, check that one out, man. I'm not gonna play it. And then you can check out the other one I posted dealing with the Crunch Act here 7 days ago with the mayor in Cleveland. Okay, going to with Sleepy Smo, taking part in the signature, and what they're doing is they're going to have the 2 major plants to issue out this across America, right here in Ohio, man. Matter of fact, in Columbus, man. They put billions of dollars into the program. You already got in one video way more money than they ever did in decades. Okay, and you know that's the other thing. That's a crazy setup because by having China being the lead and ahead of them, they're gonna have it to where now what? They gotta make haste. They gotta speed it. The best architects, the best this, that, and the third to build this and make this thing happen speedily, so it can look like they're trying to get ahead of another country. All right, but really in reality, they're trying to hurry up because they know the prophecy. You know. Let me see, it was another one I had. Oh, that was it. So yeah, man. We close out with this. Ezekiel 33. Straight to the point. Ezekiel 33 and 32. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on the instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. You see, they take hearken unto. I mean, they hear the words of the Most High, but they don't hearken unto them. They don't listen. They don't do them. Okay. They don't do them. It says, and when this come to pass, lo, it will come, right? Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. And that's why I titled it that I did. Then will everybody know that it was a prophet among them. Okay. And they're starting to see these things come to pass now. You have different people like Zabak and all these different people who've scoffed at it over the years, way before younger brothers came into the truth, and even continuing that we've seen personally, these same guys say, well, I'm not saying not to take it, you know what I'm saying? But what are you, how are you warning your flock, man? You gotta warn them correctly. If they're not being warned correctly, they're not gonna know how to maneuver and go through it. Your whole doctrine is to what? That is not just to come against us here at Great Millstone, just to say that is not his mark. Okay, and by teaching that, you don't teach the extent. What is the word I'm trying to say? You don't teach the pivotal points of what that actually entails and why it's so important. Why you won't receive why you will receive judgment. Why you won't be able to repent and why the judgment is so great for doing it, man. It's so deep, man, that they just push it off, man. But anywho, man, you know what I'm saying? Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. We're going to come back here in a second and do another one through the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI. Until next time, again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, HAQADASH. Double honors again to our apostle, Elder Great Millstone, who will teach you on sound doctrine, strong shalom to the hopeful elect. The rest of large multitude men and children of the Lord have mercy on these last days. Again, your brother HAQADASH, Shalom, a Bible boy.